Okay, welcome everybody. Today we're going to have a look at the Tortoise in battle. But before we jump into a battle, I just wanted to show you how I've got the thing set up. So, as probably most people know that have played the World of Tanks regularly, this thing is a very heavy assault tank. And its main claim to fame, well, it's probably got two really. It has very high DPM, so we can see over here 4,226 average damage per minute, and that's because it's got a reload time of 5.68. Now for a 120mm gun, that's pretty amazing. The other thing that makes this tank work fairly well is the fact that it's actually got quite good armour. So we scroll down here a bit, we'll see that the frontal armour is 273mm of armour. Now everybody knows this thing has significant weak spot, particularly the little turrety machine gun coupler thing on top. The machine gun in the hull can perhaps be a little bit weak, but it's probably not a great deal weaker than the actual flat bit of armour on either side. But you know, big tier 10s will just load gold and shoot straight through you, but it's still a very effective tank, particularly when you get in a tier 9 match, which is what we're going to have a look at today. And you can see with my crew, I've got a fairly well skilled crew. I'm focusing on things, well, brother in arms of course, but I'm focusing on things such as intuition, also looking at getting the best view range I can get. So my commander's got recon and my radio operator's got situational awareness. Always focus on getting repairs on a tank like this, because what people are going to try and do is track you. And that's the other reason for making sure that you put some sort of hardening on this tank to increase your suspension durability. But what is also absolutely essential is some sort of turbo. In this case, I've got a mobility improvement system level 3, so it's about a similar sort of effect to a turbo, but gives you a few other extra benefits, and that makes a huge difference to a tank that's as slow as this. You get, so when you look at our mobility, you get our top speed up to about 25 instead of 21 or 20, so it's very, very worthwhile having. Anyway, enough of that, on to the battle. So here we go in the Tortoise. Now the first thing to do is sum up the teams in this game, and we can see straight away that it's a tier 9 game. There's only 4 tier 9s each side. We've got 2 TDs and 2, oh no, they've got 2 mediums. We've got a heavy and a medium. So we're a bit probably better off in that respect. The T95 sort of counterbalances the Tortoise a little bit, but pound for pound, I think the Tortoise is a much more reliable vehicle in that it just performs better. It's certainly got vastly better DPM. I mean, that's the claim to fame with this thing, and you can't see it on here, but my reload on this thing is sub 6 seconds, so it's about 5.8, something like that. That gives this thing over 4,000 DPM. I think it's actually over 4,500 DPM. It's very, very high. We have the 120mm gun. It does 400 damage, I believe, as an average shot. Here we go. And it's also a relatively accurate gun. I think its dispersion, the way I've got this tank set up, is about 0.28, so that's pretty accurate actually. Anyway, I am using a bit of gold. The gold rounds, nothing else, they fly faster. If we have a look, there, 1300, that's pretty quick compared to, so it's 300 meters a second faster. Was that first kill? Put a bit of damage into this guy before he nicks off. Did manage to track him and then he get killed. Oh, and there you go, there's the T-95. He's coming this way, but he's coming very slowly, and there's a Skoda getting behind him. But he blows up the bore 122 TM, I think, with one shot. Close to it, he must have wrecked him or something. But yeah, that Skoda is basically flanking him. Now, we take this guy on, just keep moving forward. So that's our second kill. Still haven't done a lot of damage at this point, but that's okay. We're doing what we can. We've been moving forward, we've been shooting when we've got shots. There we go. Again, we really didn't need ABCR then, but and he just missed it. He either missed me or he fired at the heavy tank behind me then, I think. Poor old 30 is so outclassed by this thing. Now, you can see my lack of mobility did prevent me getting that shot off, but it's not going to really save him. And look at the armour. The armour is just standing up amazingly well. If you can hide your weak spots, this thing is pretty good. I mean, in a tier 10 game, the enemy will just press the 2 key, fire heat at you, and become Swiss cheese. You really do. This thing's frontal armour is, I think, in the vicinity of about 240, 250 these days. They did buff it significantly at one point. There's a nice little low. Sorry, over. Now, I don't know whether these shots go in. It looks like they at least hit him. That one looked like it hit. This one looked like it hit. Even that one looked like it hit, but you just don't know. And I know I didn't get that many blind shots. I certainly killed the Borat ISU with a blind shot. And I reckon I got at least 1 or 2 of those shots into the Lerva. There's a poor little rim right at the back. Looks like he's AFK. That's how he's taken out. So, it just shows, even on an open map like this, where you would be fairly worried that you're just going to get swamped and flanked, you've just been able to take it up to the enemy. This guy's the first guy who's, well, I suppose the others weren't able to see my little mini turret, but not only can he see it, he does manage to pin it a couple of times. But the tide is now going to turn, and we should take him down. He was trying to get just close enough so that we couldn't pin him. Oh, poor old Jag Tiger, and that's the end of him. We didn't get a very big piece of him, geez, he was on full health and it all disappeared. Now he was our 7th kill. I was hoping we could get to 8th, but not to be. But still, we ended up, the scoreboard says 3700 damage, but it was actually 4585, so we had about 900, no, 800 blind damage, so probably 2 shots, and that was actually an ace.